All right, thank you very much, Nisha. You guys only have to endure me now. The last one up here, and we'll get you out of here on time. Although the last group was anxious to get out on time because they were up against break. You guys probably aren't that anxious to get out on time because you guys go back to class, right? You got to go work on your final speech. All right. A lot of you don't know me because I'm only here. I've actually worked here at SJVC, but most of you have never seen me because I work at night. I'm on the vampire shift. I run the construction management program, and some of you probably said, "We have a construction management program here at SJVC. I never heard of that. Who would sign up for such a thing?" Well, that's what I do here. So I actually am on staff here at SJVC, which is why they got me for free today. So I'm going to talk to you about how to prepare a speech today, because you're all in a speech class, right? But you're thinking, yeah, the final exams are Thursday. After that, I don't care anymore. Look, in your career, you're going to be asked to do presentations from time to time. And as Nisha mentioned, a job interview really is a presentation, isn't it? It's just a presentation one-on-one. And you have to be able to have good, solid, coherent, intelligent answers if you'd like to get the job. But you find out that when you get into a position, you may be called upon to do presentations to train people. Rob mentioned being in the Navy and having to stand up and train a bunch of his peers. That's a tough thing to do. Now, I'm not sure which kind of peers, because he was in the Navy. Was he training the peers that the ship docked at? I'm not really sure. Actually, you have to be really careful. I heard you can get injured when the ship docks up against it because of the peer pressure, but I don't know that. It doesn't get any better, so just go with it. All right, what we're talking about today is give you some directions. The directions on how to put together a presentation, real easy. And it's really easy to follow, do anything if someone gives you the directions, right? You put stuff in your GPS and it tells you to go here and go there and go somewhere else, unless you're using MapQuest. MapQuest usually gives you the worst directions in the world, sends you down the wrong way, takes you off a freeway, runs you through town, because it calculated the miles, not how fast you can get through, and will tend to dump you out in the middle of the field somewhere and think that's where you're going. So I never use MapQuest, but GPS is fine. I'm actually really good at giving directions. I have people come to my town. I live in Temecula, and there's some tourists that come through because of the wineries, the old town, and those type of things. I know Ranch Cucamonga thinks it has wineries. It used to. Temecula actually still does. But we don't have grapes on our city seal up here in Cucamonga. But I know people coming by and they were lost. They wanted directions to one of the wineries, and so I told them, I said, look, what you want to do is you want to get your car, and you're going to go down the street until you come to a blue house that's either on the right or the left. I don't know why. I think I remember that you painted that house yellow. So what you want to do is you want to get in your car, and you're going to go down here to either a blue or a yellow house that's either on the right or the left. I think about that more and more. I'm thinking if he painted a blue house yellow, it probably looks more green. So what you're going to do is you're going to get in your car, and you're going to go down until you find a blue or a yellow or a green house that's either on the right or the left. And when you get there, just keep on going. And you want to turn left where the church used to be. So those directions probably aren't effective. I'm going to give you some little more clear directions on how to put a speech together today. First, I'm going to give it to you in 5 different parts and pieces. And I'm going to tell you during the speech that you should focus only on 3 points, but I'm going to give you 5 because I never do what I tell people to do. Just know that. Just go with it. The 5 T's is topic, timing, transform, train, and try. And those don't make any sense now, but I'm going to go through and explain what those mean to you, and you'll see it's a fairly simple process. Topic, timing, transform, train, and try. And I'll go through each one of those. So I actually do have handouts. Rob didn't have any. Nisha had some good handouts that were short. My handouts are 15 pages. I thought that was a little much, so I didn't print them off for you. So we'll just go through this way. The first is your topic. You need to pick a topic. How many of you have sat there, you have 2 weeks to complete a speech so you can give it, and the night before, at 10 o'clock at night, and your speech is at 7:15 in the morning, you're sitting there still trying to figure out what your topic is going to be? Yeah, okay, we all do that, right? Okay. And that's, people ask me what country I came from. I say the procrastination. That's where I came from. We were going to start a procrastinators club here on campus, but we never got to it. So. So I know what that's like. And I believe firmly that I'm so thankful that there is a last minute and nothing would ever get done. So you're sitting there trying to figure out a topic, and you got to figure out, what am I going to talk about? Well, first of all, you look at your audience and analyze your audience. Who are these people I'm going to talk to, and what do they care about? Because the speech isn't about you, the speech is about the audience. Otherwise, they're going to check out, tune out, and fall asleep, right? So, what is the audience like? Well, focus on one main specific purpose. What do I want them to take away? I want them to take a little nugget of knowledge away. What's it going to be? And then think about the general purpose of it. The general purpose is going to be, am I trying to get them to do something? Do I want to try to change their beliefs about something? Do I want them to buy something? Do I want them to hire me? What is the purpose? Am I just trying to get a grade so I can get out of this class and hopefully never speak in front of a group again? Whatever the audience, the purpose is, know your general purpose, and your specific purpose is what you're actually trying to teach in that specific topic. Look for a relevant topic. What does the audience care about? If I came in here and talked to you guys about, let's say, how to get a little better benefits on your Medicare after you're 65 years old, most of you aren't really going to care about that yet. But if I talk to you about job interviews, I talk to you about higher education, I talk to you about career skills, you're probably interested, because the fact that you spent your time and money coming to college says that that's something of interest to you, that you want to improve yourself and build yourself a career. Passion. It's really difficult to talk about something that you don't care about. What's the definition of passion? I define it as the feeling that you feel when you feel you're going to feel when you never felt before. Something like that. Now, passion is something where you care about something deeply and you want to share it with people. It's important to you. Right? So you need passion, because if you don't have passion, if you don't buy it, you can't sell it to anybody else. And you need some expertise. Now, as Rob mentioned, most of you are young. I'm guessing you guys are probably within 5 years of me, because I'm pretty young until 2. And expertise is something that only comes with time, experience. Right? You get experience. Experience means that you know what you're doing. You make good decisions. Experience, good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. So you guys have a lot of bad judgment to come through. Do all the wrong things, learn from it, and then you'll get your experience, and then you'll get your good judgment. But most of you are just starting on that process. So how do you get experience? Expertise. How do you get expertise? Well, what you want to do is you want to learn from other people. That's called research, right? You need to go research and find out what other people know. When you do your research, you have to remember a couple things. One is that if you steal from one person, that's plagiarism. Is that not true? We all know about that, right? On that turn of it, it just screws everything up. So, plagiarism. If you steal from 2 people, that is reprehensible intellectual theft. But if you can steal from 3 or more, that is called masterful research. That's what they taught you in English and speech, isn't it? You've got to steal from a lot of people. As many as you can. Get on the internet and spend 2 weeks getting it together. That's research. You can't give them credit for it. But that's the difference. So get your experience from other people. Talk to people that are in the field. Talk to people that know things. Wikipedia, not research. Right, Wikipedia, you cannot rely on anything that's in there. It may be a good starting point to find other sources, but that's not reliable information. You always have to be willing to learn from other people. Does anybody here know everything they need to about the subject? No. I spent a few years in the construction industry, a lot more than you might guess by looking at me.